älsklingar! In this video I'm going to show you what's in my art card that I have here, and I'll be giving you some tips. I think it will be useful on how you can... So much noise in here. And how you can use this textile colors that you can personalize and dye your own clothes. It is super easy, and yeah, as I've said before, I hope it will be useful. First of all, let's take a look in my art card. So first of all, we have here my headphones. So okay, we have the first shelf here is like these textile products that I use for my clothes to dye them. Here I have a lot of supplies which I use for either painting or pottery or okay. Then second one, I got here all sorts of markers and things. These are the other textile colors that haven't been opened because they're very new and I just want to keep them until I finish with the others. Here I have another set of art supplies. Let me just... There are two, in fact, here. They look like this. It's made from pig hair. Yeah, I know it sounds weird, but that's what it's made from. Okay, and then I have this air dry clay, which is very, very incredible and useful. And looks like this. And there I have the paintings for the air dry clay things. And this is a thing that I made from air dry clay. It's a sculpture of Paul McCartney and Sgt. Pepper, and it looks gorgeous. I love it. I worked through this like 2 days, and it's just lovely. Okay, and then we have on this one, we have this, which I have all sorts of drawings in here. I showed a couple of them in another video of mine. I have this one with the Beatles that I completely adore. And this one was the hardest. I worked 3 or 4 days for this one. And yeah, that's all in here. And there's another one. Sketch paper, my sketchbook. Looks like this. I'm going to show to you a couple of my drawings because I work so hard and I just want to share my passion and my art with all of you. Okay, so I'm telling you, it's not that complicated to use this textile painting. It looks kind of like this. And I think it's very good. It doesn't get off when you wash it. And I'm going to give you some tips. It depends a lot on the material that you paint on. For example, this is not as thick as for example, as a jean skirt, and this I use only one layer of paint of color. But if you want to paint on jeans, for example, you need to use... I most of the times use 2 color layers. Just I think it looks better. Of course, it looks good with only 1 layer, but if you put 2, the color will be more intense and it won't get off when you wash it. And I do think it's better to wash it like by hand, not by machine, because it lasts longer, the color on the material. And this is, I think, the hardest material to paint on is a jacket, a jeans jacket. First of all, what I do, for example, I just scroll to Pinterest and I find something that I really like. For example, these are not mines. I do something we like related to the Beatles, Queen. You know, these are my mother's. I painted them for her. So she found something that she really liked and gave it to me. And first of all, I draw with a pencil, a normal pencil, the jacket, and then afterwards I paint because you know I want to have like a little sketch first and to see how it would look like. Okay. As I've told you before, these supplies that I use are from pork hair because they're stronger and they last longer. So that's why I use them. Because if you use a normal one, I'm going to show you if it's here. Yeah, look. It's just broke. I glued it with scotch. Then if you want to last the painting more on the clothes, I think it's two most important things. One, wash it by hand, and the second one is to not wash it regularly. Like you wear it one day and then you wash it. No, just you know, because it'll get off the color more easily. And oh yeah, I use a thing like a marker. This is a black marker. Of course, it has all sorts of colors, but I bought only on black because that's the thing I knitted, and it's fabric marker. It is very useful, though. After a couple of using it, wears off. You know, it dries the paint that is inside it. And the thing to need to know when using this marker is that paint don't paint and afterwards use the marker on it because it'll ruin your marker. Just do the sketch first with a pencil, afterwards with this if you want to have a black liner. I didn't for this painting, so I lit it just like that, but if you want you can, you know, have like a little sketch with the marker. I think the most important thing to tell you is that you have to let yourself make mistakes because at first I made a lot of mistakes and it was kind of messy when I first started painting my own clothes. But after a couple of times, it was real good. I mean, this one is my latest product. It won't look like this from the first time because it's very hard and complicated. First of all, you have to get used with the colors because they're different. They're not normal. You must use, of course, if you want the color not to wear off, you need to use some special one. And you know, this one, I'm going to show it to you. It's hard to open. It's very hard to open. I don't know why. Like this inside. Looks like normal paint, but it's not normal. And the thing is, it doesn't have to get on your fingers a lot. You might use some gloves if you want to. I don't necessarily use them, but I feel that when it gets on my hand and it lasts there like 5 minutes or 10, then my hand started to get itchy and you know, and I rub it off a lot and it gets a bit red my hand, but because it's toxic, it's not it's for the cloth usage, so it's toxic, and yeah, be careful how you use it. And also the thing that I wanted to warn you about, because I wasn't warned about this, because no one in my known group makes clothes paintings, and uses this special product. And the thing that I wanted to tell you is that not to get it too close to the eye, because I did, while painting and everything, the little box was here with the color, with the paint, and I was, very concentrated to paint, and all this like odor of the painting got into my eyes. And then after a long hard day of painting and of doing all this art, my eyes were very dry and very red. So try to make, to have a little distance between the product that you want to make and your eyes, your face especially, because as I've told you before, it's very toxic. And yeah, you might be a bit of like you can use gloves for a precaution or something, if you want to. As I've told you, it's very simple to use special painting and to dye yourself your clothes by yourself. It's very easy. So the most important thing, I think, is just to let your imagination go, and have fun. I think that's the most important thing. If you don't have fun, then don't do it. But I do love all this art, and here is my little Sergeant Pepper Paul McCartney. And yeah, now I'm just going to do with air dry clay. I'm going to do John Lennon, because you can't have a little sculpture of Paul McCartney without his little sculpture of John Lennon. So I'm going to do that now. Yeah, I'll tell you, it's very simple, very easy. I also have a video posted earlier on this channel on how you can use air dry clay. Super simple as that. You just have to trust yourself and to let yourself make mistakes. I mean, because only by that you can learn. Okay, I think that's all, because I don't have a lot to say in this video. It's just extremely easy. I love talking about art and how you can create art. So yeah, that would be all. Vi ses i min nästa video, älsklingar.